What's going on, guys?
Here it is.
Ronnie with the Local Losers, and that's Pitbull.
Woo-wee!
So we've been talking about this for a little bit. A few of you guys have asked. So today we're doing the stable update video. We're gonna go over cars that have gone and cars that have came. And currently, this is our 9 projects. Don't look at that one. These ones. 9 projects.
Minus the RX-7.
Yeah. Minus the RX-7, that's number 10.
RX-7's at the shop trying to get running. Trying to get running right now.
Alright, so we're gonna start here. We're gonna end there. These are our 2 similar cars. These are the 2 cars of why and how we met. And those are our other 2 that are similar and whatever. So, both had this car for a long time. 07 WRX wagon. And we did a little bit to it. And then it went away for a little bit, and now it's back. And we're gonna hit it hard soonish.
I'm thinking, for this, like, it's been my daily for a bit. It's like the nicest vehicle that I have, which is funny.
The Mustang's not nicer? It doesn't even have headlights.
It does not have headlights. No, it's kind of torn up, but like the inside's nice. It's got AC and stuff like that, so it's pretty much like daily duties. But like,
yeah, but it's not really torn up. It's just like a car that's been daily driven since 2007 and has what, 250,000 miles on it?
Yeah, almost 230.
Yeah.
Almost 230. Hang on one second, dude.
Levi's talking about them turbo fans.
Yeah, dude. Turbo fans. So yeah, soon I'm probably going to get an access port for it. We're going to get in the engine bay, and it's got this weird boost problem right now, and I just want it to go away. I'm not looking to do like a factory fix on it. I want to get an access port for it, and I just want to redo the whole engine bay so there's more room, so I can get a little more horsepower. I'd like to get 300 to the wheels just because I think it'd be a fun daily.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing with this. That's just about it for now. You know, that's like the next thing we have planned. But I'm probably still going to daily it until we take it down.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys own a Subaru WRX or a Forester XT, any turbocharged Subaru, you'll know that they're probably one of the funnest cars to daily because they're peppy, and everybody talks about how unreliable they are, but they're super reliable. And I don't know, they're peppy, they're decent on gas. They're not great on gas, they're actually pretty terrible on gas for a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, mine gets like 24
yeah.
when I baby it. So it's like 17 all the other time.
Yeah.
Like most of the time. I drive it pretty hard.
But I don't know, like all-wheel drive, turbo, manual, they're great dailies.
And wagon.
Yeah, and a wagon, like Beau's so practical.
This is probably like personally, I think this is like the most perfect car that you can own. All-wheel drive turbo wagon. There is no substitute with turbo fans. You, buddy.
So much love. This is kind of like, this is like our flagship project car. Because it's the one that always runs. It's fast, like real fast. And it's real pretty, like it's nice. If you would actually clean the inside, it'd be like a really nice car, Ronnie.
What are you talking about? The funny thing is, like you say all that, we didn't build the car.
Yep, this is the one that we did not build. The one that we did not build.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say about the car. Like, it's the fastest car currently in the stable.
Yeah. It's legit a 500 horsepower car. Yeah, it's like the engine's completely reinforced. Like, it's the engine's a bottom up rebuild.
Yeah, I don't know.
And all that.
The only thing like that I have a problem with the car is under the hood.
Yeah.
It's a disaster because I couldn't make up my mind. So what I want to do sometime in the near future is just like fix the intercooler piping, and that's really all I need to do to this car.
It is really busy up under the hood.
Yeah.
You know, it's super busy,
nice
but like there's lots of
Subaru.
go fast parts up under there, you know.
Yeah. I just like, so my AC seal went out, and so like the AC doesn't work no more. Be careful, it's a little hot, Levi. But like, this piping is like this because I was going to run a different intake manifold, And now I currently have 3 different intake manifolds. I need to decide which one I want to run, and then make the intercooler piping fit. And then I'm pretty much happy and done with the car.
The most recent thing you've done to it is the underglow, right?
Yeah, the underglow.
Which you've turned on all of 3 times?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It has an injector that's leaking.
Really?
Yes, so I gotta order O-rings and replace O-rings on the injector.
So we just gotta do maintenance on this thing,
yeah.
pretty much. But it runs and it's pretty, so like, just leave it.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing really to do. I just want to clean it up more. Like I'd like to shave and tuck the bay eventually, and I have a special interior that I want, but
dude,
the thing is, like,
that carbon fiber interior. Ridiculously expensive is what it is.
But like, I don't know, the car, it's just too easy. You get in it, you turn the key, and you drive.
And then you roll everybody on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another vehicle that has been my truck for, I don't know, 5 years maybe 5 years.
I don't know.
It kind of pulls daily duties. I use it for a lot. I mean, trucks are so useful. I mean, especially full-size trucks. I tow stuff with it. I take the trash to the dump, stuff like that. It's just been real good. Like it rarely ever lets me down. If it doesn't start, it's probably the starter solenoid that doesn't start. That's just not connecting right. But like, there's not a whole lot more I want to do to this truck. I mean, there's like interior that I want to do. I'd like for the interior to be a little nicer because it's a little rough on the inside. Let's go look at the inside real quick.
It's just like a 35-year-old truck.
It is. It's like an old truck. Oh, it does have, like, my most recent interior modification is my Nicolas Cage pillow. Check it out. Nicolas Cage. Right on. It's one of these pillows where you rub it and it changes. But yeah, Nicolas Cage. We hang out in here together. But yeah, the interior's rough. I replaced the speakers and the stereo recently, but other than that, I'd like to do some interior stuff to it. I like to put it, it's on 31s right now, and it looks real good on 31s, but I just want to go a little bit more. I like to put it on 33s. I'd like to put it on 33s. I want to put a roll bar in the back, like one with like these kind of lights on top of it, so it like goes across the top, and there's like 4 lights up top, so it looks like all, you know, 1987. I dig that. And then I like to mount a spare or 2 in the back in the bed somewhere. I don't know. I think most people are like mounting them like up against the back, like kind of slanted like, which is fine. Or I could do it flat, or I could do it flat on the bottom, whichever. I don't know, but I want to do a roll bar and then a spare in the back, and at that point the F-150 will pretty much be done. You know, there's not a whole lot I want to do to it. It just runs so good. I don't really want to mess with the motor too much. If the motor ever quits because I never changed the oil, then we'll do something to it then. But right now, I mean, I got another 302 for the freaking Mustang. I got 2 302s sitting in my garage, so I can always throw a 302 in it. But
you have a 5-speed for it, no?
Yep, I have a 5. Oh, that's right. I do have a 5-speed. I've been wanting to 5-speed swap it, but it runs so good that I just haven't wanted to take it down for to change it. I don't want to. I'm afraid that if I put the 5-speed in, like, it just won't run anymore. But anyway, that's the F-150. That's pretty much it. This is the one car that we have that's actually smaller than Levi is. It's actually Levi sized.
Yeah.
Right?
It's super big.
Is it super big? But it's not. It's funny that you say that, because it's not. It's the tiniest car out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tiny.
You're tiny.
Yeah, that one is too.
Anyways, this is our newest project. This is Ronnie's new drift car.
I mean, we say it's a project, but like, I just daily it.
But you know, we drive all of our cars a lot, with the exception of the Eurotrash here and here.
Yeah, I got it for cheap. Couldn't pass it up. It needs a little bit here and there, but
So it has coilovers. Do you need to replace the coilovers, or are they good?
they're okay. It seems really stiff.
It has like an eBay set on it or something?
I don't know what they are.
Okay.
They're green and they're not teens.
Okay.
One of the bushing on that side is missing out of the lower part of the coilover.
Okay, so there's some play in it.
No, see, that's the weird thing. It doesn't clunk.
Okay.
Like you'd expect it to clunk. It doesn't clunk. I don't
Awesome.
know.
Sweet. Leave it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it until something bad happens, or I can find bushings. But I don't know who makes them, so I can't find bushings.
But you want to turbo this, right?
Yeah, I want to turbo it. I want to probably put it on like a nicer set of coilovers, get wheels and tires for it.
Yeah, right on.
Paint it bright orange because Levi likes orange.
Dude, this thing would look so good bright orange.
But yeah, I don't want to do a whole lot, and I'm not gonna do it for a long time. I have other things that I want to finish up first.
Right on.
Like that.
Like this. The Eurotrash, dude. Speaking of the Eurotrash, we had a couple of videos where we tried to get this thing running. We couldn't get it running, so we just stuck it in the side of the yard, and we're planning. Well, our agreement was like, if we don't get it running, we're gonna swap it. We're gonna put a swap in it. We're gonna take the factory engine out, and we're gonna do a swap. We're not gonna say what swap we're doing because it's an interesting swap. It's a different
Cool.
It's a different kind of swap. But this is actually the next thing that we're probably gonna be this will be the next project that we actually spend any time on. It looks real cool on the inside. If you want to see like how cool it is, go watch this video because we have a couple videos on this of us like kind of reviewing the interior and talking about what we want to do with it, things like that. But this will be the next thing, the next project that we pick up and work on. Like I said, it'll get a swap. It'll get wheels, right?
Yeah, wheels.
Wheels and tires.
I guess like we can kind of spill the beans a little bit. This is Local Loser's car. Like this isn't my car. This isn't Beau's car.
Right.
So we kind of like want to have it as a long-term project. So first thing, we got to get wheels and tires just so the car can move. And then we're going to do the swap so, again, the car can move. But eventually, like, I'd like to put it on bags.
That'd be sick.
And just like, I don't know. I've never had a car on bags. I thought it'd be cool. And then, like, of all the cars, I really like this car a lot.
This car has a lot of sentimental value for a friend of mine, and he gave it to us, and we told him that we were going to fix it up. This is not something that we're going to sell. It's not something we're going to get rid of. We're going to make it gorgeous, and it's going to be gorgeous forever. It's going to be one of our like Local Losers cars. You know, it'll have a sticker on the back. We'll roll around in it. It's going to be gorgeous. We're not going to race it. We're not going to drift it or anything like that. It's just going to be like,
Cruiser.
Yeah, a cruiser.
I guess like a show car. Like if we have a show car, I guess this would be it.
Yeah, yeah. I completely expect it to be show quality at some point.
Yeah. Long time.
Way down the road.
So,
This is the Volvo 242. We've had a couple videos on it. We actually had a lot of fun, like with the parts car that we bought for this. I had a parts car for this, and the same place we got the BMW from. We got a parts car for this, and we ended up like cutting that up. It's called, the video is called Volvo Massacre, and it's one of our earlier videos. Go watch it. It's pretty funny. We cut up the video. We cut up the Volvo into blocks this size, and we took it to the junkyard. But we had a blast freaking cutting it up.
and so, okay. So speaking of that, we kind of had a bad time because we got it all cut up, got it all loaded up. We go up to Tucson, and we get ready to drop it off, and everybody was like, if you chop the car up, no problem, we'll take the car. We get there, and the place is like, where's the title? We're like, we don't have a title.
We're like, title to what? It's like a pile of metal.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Anyways, we found somewhere else, and we got rid of it. But, so this car, was this a factory turbo car? It was, right?
This was a factory turbo car.
So a factory turbo car with a turbo motor in it.
Yep. It's got my old drift motor in it. Right now, like it's got a Mega Squirt 2 in it. It's got my old Volvo drift motor in it. I really need like a manifold for it, and I've got a turbo for it. I really just need a manifold to put on it
And fix the tune.
and tune it, and it'll run. So my plan is like wheels and tires, get some lowering springs for it, get some darker tint for it all the way around, and just make it like gangster. Yeah.
It'd be pretty gangster.
Yeah, I'd like to have 250 wheel horsepower and call it a day.
I don't know what they're capable of. But another thing, if you guys don't know, Beau had a Volvo wagon that was his drift car that was turboed. And right before we met, he sold that car. Like literally the day that we met, he was like, "Yeah, somebody picked up the shell today."
Yep, parted it out. It's gone.
Dad, I want to know
So this is kind of like a
Go get in it.
throwback for me.
I can't.
You can get in that car. Just don't hit the door on Bo's truck.
But yeah, this one's just going to be a gangster mobile, and I'd like to get on this fairly soon just because it's so close to running. You know, like the engine turns over and everything. If it has a battery in it, like the engine turns over, the fuel pump cuts on, it's just got to fire and turn on, that sort of thing.
Something weird about Volvos. So a lot of you guys are hardbody guys and whatnot, and you know hardbodies don't have a lot of aftermarket. Volvos are kind of the same way, but they have a lot of aftermarket, but yet they're like lacking on a lot of stuff as well, which is really strange. Like you can't buy coilovers; you have to have like custom-made coilovers, and they're ridiculously expensive, and a lot like those.
Yep.
Whereas like there's a decent amount of engine support for those. There's a really good amount of engine support for these, but like suspension, none. Suspension, none. And yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting because like this car has actually done motorsport like work in its life.
Yep, you would think there would be a lot more aftermarket out there for it, and there just isn't.
Strange. Like a factory turbo car, and they're like, yeah, we don't know.
I know, factory turbo, rear-wheel drive, like just great looking coupe, and it's just like, whatever, we'll pass. That's it.
Yep, that's it for that.
Gangster mobile. That's what it's gonna be.
So this is kind of like the black sheep.
Yeah, we have a hard body. I mean, I said a hard body, a fox body. We have hard bodies, and we have a fox body.
Beau has a fox body.
Just like every other car here, with the exception of our Subarus, I got this car for cheap. We can say that about every single one of these cars out here. Like, this Volvo was $700. That BMW was free. The Miata was $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
The truck was $1,000. We paid like retail for those.
Lots.
This is a free truck. That was a $200 truck. $750 fox body. Boom.
Yep.
I think we're getting like, we're turning into like pros for like, buying, cheap, shitty cars.
We're really good at buying 90s shit boxes.
Oh, we are, dude. Holy crap. Yes,
Or older.
I have no idea. I got hit by something.
What did I get hit by?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I addressed that 20 seconds ago. I have no idea.
Was it from at your house?
No.
No, he bought it like that, buddy.
I bought it like this. I bought it just like this, which seems like a really terrible decision looking at it. Even worse, it's a 4-cylinder.
Yep.
It's a 90 horsepower 4-cylinder. Anyways,
Is it a Mustang?
my plans for it.
It is a Mustang.
I've got some lug adapters to change it from this weird 4x108 to 4x114, so I can run like a much cooler wheel. I've got some Vienna Kreis ordered for it that I love. They're like 18 by something. I'll probably have them rebuilt at some point. I've got fenders for it. I've got headlights for it. I've got coilovers for it for all the way around. I'm just waiting on my wheels to get here.
Got a big V8 for it.
Oh, I do have a V8 for it. So like I've got all kinds of cool like
Oh, speaking of
aesthetic
which,
stuff, and I've got a motor for it. What's up?
we need to hit up Jordan so we can go get that T5 for you.
That is right. We did.
So,
Apparently there's a T5 floating out there for me. Even though this has a 4-cylinder T5, but it won't mate up to the V8 engine. I need a different bell housing. So I don't know.
Your car right there. That one, you can't do it.
you can do it. Go open the door.
You can do it.
You literally
I've seen
used
do
to climb in that car all the time.
I can't.
Okay, well I guess you can't then.
But it needs a lot of interior work. Like the headliner's awful. The seats are awful. It's just not a great looking car on the inside. So it's gonna get like a full aesthetic cleaning and rebuilding before I do any performance stuff to it. Like it'll look really pretty before I swap the V8 into it. I won't try to drift it or do any motorsports with the 4-cylinder in it just because it's 90 horsepower. But I'm gonna get it pretty looking. We're probably gonna paint it at some point. It's gonna stay yellow, but I like the yellow. It's gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty yellow car, I think.
It looks like a banana.
It'll look even more banana-like.
We could paint.
Was it you that said we should do brown ends to it?
No, I was about to say like we should do like like brown on the edges and do like little brown spots on it.
That'd be funny. Like Mr. Peely, like Agent Peely on Fortnite. Peely,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just waiting on. I ordered my wheels from Russia, so I have no idea. It's been like almost 2.5 months, so
Yeah.
I have no idea when they get here. I'm sure the COVID has captured my wheels.
Yeah,
and
like
slowed them down.
between ordering them from Russia and it already taking 2 months, and then add all this on top
So,
of
yeah,
it,
who knows?
they may never show
I'll
up.
get them in 2030. But yeah, I'm just waiting to do all this stuff to it for my wheels to get. I'm waiting for my wheels to get here, and then everything will kind of get done all at once.
Yeah, Beau has a lot of parts for it.
Yep.
You have all the body parts, right?
Yep.
You already have the coilovers.
Coilovers, headlights. I mean everything.
Yeah. So just interior.
Yeah,
It's all the
already
only
5
stuff you
speed
need.
too, so it's pretty fun to drive. It needs a wheel. We already did a wheel bearing on this side. I got to do a wheel bearing on the other side. But it's pretty fun to drive when it gets a little lower and you know the suspension gets a little stiffer. It'll be a lot more fun to drive. But that's it. That's what we're doing to the Mustang. But so far I've done nothing except drive it.
We did a wheel bearing.
We did a wheel bearing. We did do a wheel bearing. All right, so we were going to talk about Ronnie's Hardbody real quick, but we're going to say that to the end. Yeah, we're just going to say that. If you've watched, I don't know, half the videos we put on freaking YouTube, or if you follow our Instagram, like, you know Natasha. This is Natasha. We've done probably more work on our hard bodies and put up more videos on our hard bodies to the YouTube than any of these other vehicles, and we're gonna continue to do that because they both still need a lot. On this one, we're about to start but I'm pointing to Natasha right here. We're about to start what I'm calling the Simple Turbo series, where we are going to take a turbo and just put it in the engine bay. We're going to hook up the oil lines, we're going to hook up the exhaust, and we're just going to call it a day. We're going to drive it just like that. I'm going to try to run it at like 5 to 7 pounds and see what kind of numbers we get out. We're going to see how long before it destroys the motor or before it starts pinging. I'm going to get a Mega Squirt plug and play, a Mega Squirt 2 plug and play. They sell one that plugs directly into this ECU, and oddly it plugs directly into a dual overcam ECU or harness also. So we're going to get a plug and play for this after we put on the Simple Turbo. We're going to see if we can get more horsepower, run more boost by getting a Pro Tune on it. What else am I doing to this besides turboing it? Oh, after we get the Mega Squirt on it, we are basically going to up the boost and see how fast we can go until it blows up. This motor has almost 300,000 miles on it. It's time to go. It's time to call it a day. So while we're doing that, we're also going to be building another motor for it. That's kind of a
Secret build.
I don't know, kind of a secret build. But it's not going to be anything revolutionary, but it's going to be something you don't see a lot of hard body guys do. So watch for that. What else?
4x4 fenders?
Yes. Yes, I have 4x4 fenders.
Just in the back, in the front?
I don't know if we're
because he says this today and he says a different
Yeah,
tomorrow. So
I'm totally on the fence
we're
because
putting him
like
on the camera.
they fit up front. Like everything fits up front just fine, but like would I like a little more clearance? Maybe. I don't know. We're definitely grafting on some 4x4 fenders on the back. What else? What else do I have? Underglow.
Underglow?
This thing's getting underglow too. I've got some carpet that's going in it. I've got some seats on order that are supposed to come in at some point. They're going in it. So it's getting really updated interior. I'm trying to think of something to do with the door cards as well. And at some point we're going to paint it. Like I would like to get it painted this year. You know, if I can get fenders on it and stuff, I would like to get it painted. The paint's just terrible. Like you can see, like it's just like completely flat up here, and it rubs off. Like you get like red on your fingers by rubbing the top. And like the bed is completely shiny. It's like gorgeous. You can tell it's been repainted, but like the cab has never been repainted. It looks terrible. But it'll probably get repainted like a dark red. I like this car in red. I like these white wheels with red, right?
It looks good. I mean, you can't say that it doesn't. You need to get mirror deletes.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think Road makes those, or I mean we can make those, honestly.
Yeah.
But it definitely needs seats real bad. Do I need 4-link?
I mean, you need something.
But yeah, like I said, like we've done a lot of work on this truck, but it just needs so much more. So we're just gonna keep working on it. And it just keeps running, so whatever.
They don't break.
Right? All right, so let's see. Let's go look at this. Oh, like we mentioned before, the RX-7's not here. It's at Hawkspeed Custom in Whetstone, getting the Haltech wired up, and then it's going to get tuned. That's the update for the RX-7. When it comes out, hopefully it'll be 300 or 400 horsepower, shoot fireballs, and then we'll have a lot of aesthetic modifications for it. But it's not here. It's like the only one that's not here. So let's see. Oh, what happened to the? Tell them about the other hardbody you had. You had an extended cab?
Yep. Sold it. It's gone.
It's gone.
I felt somebody needed it more than I needed it sitting in my backyard, so
Right on.
I let it go. It hurts my heart. But he seems to love it.
He does.
So I think it's in a good home.
Right on. And then the WRX also. We have I don't know if y'all remember the blue WRX that's behind the shop, but we were planning on doing some crazy drifty stuff with it, but
It's going away.
it's going away.
Yeah, I bought the Miata, and I just figured like the Miata checks the box that the WRX was going to check. So I just don't really need it.
We haven't been drifting in a while. Like, legit drifting. We do like, Levi, I'm trying to shoot a video up here, son. Calm down, dude. We haven't been like legit drifting on a track in a while. You know, we've just been going out like doing donuts and burnouts and stuff like that, which is fun. But like, we want to get back on track. So Ronnie got the Miata so he can get back on track. I'm turboing this. And the RX-7 is getting freaking wired up, you know, by somebody else. Like, I could have wired up this Haltech maybe, but like, I'm so ready to get back on track. We both are.
It's time.
And unfortunately, like, we're not getting back on track soon with the white hardbody.
She's a bitch.
So Ronnie's talking about getting a windshield banner that just says heartache. It just says heartache, because that's what this has been for him. Like, seeing it come together has been so great. But we've fallen on some unfortunate times.
It just doesn't want to run. Like God, the last time we uploaded a video, like we got it started, and we've just had issue after issue after issue. And today we found out that we have the worst issue. So
after we got it running good.
Yeah.
Like, you got it running. Like, Ted came over, y'all worked on it, y'all got it running super good. And what happened?
The oil pump exploded, and we got to pull the motor out and rebuild it again.
Like, take the motor apart completely,
Yep.
like down to like the bearings.
Yep.
Take all the bearings out and check them, make sure there's no scarring.
Almost down to a bare block. We should be able to leave the pistons in it, and the rods, but other than that, everything's coming off. Head's coming off. I have a new, so it's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing, because like I had parts on the shelf that I need to put in here. I bought an OJ Stage 2 cam. That needs to go in, so I guess it's kind of like a good thing. But anyways, we got to pull the head off, got to get the cam out, got to pull the crank out, reseal the whole thing, clean the whole thing, try and get all the metal shavings out. The crank, I'll show you when we take it apart. But yeah, it just sucks because literally, like watch this fucking thing.
Levi, watch out. Like, it runs amazingly. It runs so good right now, and it doesn't even have a tune on it. It runs so good. No tune, and now we got to take it apart. But you know, like, we were talking to the machine shop earlier, and what Dave at Precision Machine said, he said, if you don't take it apart, like he said, you can run it, like it'll like run like a scalded dog. But if you don't take it apart and clean it up now, like he said, you're probably gonna be rebuilding it, like in the near future. So better safe than sorry, right?
Exactly. Like, might as well do it. We'll check the bearings, make sure there's no scarring on any bearings. I have a few pictures of the oil pump. We'll put them on Instagram. You guys can go check that out. They'll be on Facebook too. But it's nuts. I don't understand. The motor was running like decent-ish, and then it started making this squealing noise, and then yesterday it quit. I was messing with a few things, trying to get the squealing noise to go away, and it finally quit. I go inside the truck, and I got a big fat 0 for oil pressure. So I pulled the oil pump out, and here we are. Pull the motor out now. It's nice.
So this is our, like, all the other updates have been real positive. Like, we plan to do all this great stuff with all these other cars, and like we get to Ronnie's truck, and it's like,
Back to square one.
back to square one. Well, not square one. We're back to about square like 43 or something like that. I don't know. We went through a lot of steps with this thing. You know, with the, at least we got the suspension good. The suspension's good to go. Everything's mounted up where it's supposed to be. I mean, it's gonna be taking the motor out, taking it apart, rebuilding it, and slotting it right back in.
It's not going to be that bad. It should be like,
It should be a few days to a week.
yeah, if we had all the parts on hand, like it's a week project, easy. Like 2 videos, we're done. Because we're going to take it apart on video.
And that's us being lazy.
Yeah, we're definitely lazy. We're going to take it apart on video just to show you guys like what's going on, and then we're just going to put it together, we'll put it back in the truck. The nice thing is, there's no guessing once it goes back in. We get to plug everything in, and the truck should fire right back up because everything's set up the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So once the motor's in, it's going to Phoenix. I was going to take it on Saturday, but this happened. Like, it was going away Saturday to get done.
Needless to say, Ronnie is in a frowny face mood today.
I mean, I feel like I'm in a decent mood.
You're in a pretty decent mood for finding this out today. Yeah.
Bad it is, but yeah. So it's kind of poopy, but I don't know.
You did some welding today, and that usually like makes you feel better.
That made me feel better. But no, like, I don't know. I'm real happy with like where the truck is coming. It's just this has been a heartache, and it's no fault of its own. It's not anything. Like, I guess it was a faulty part.
Right on.
You know, faulty oil pump, and here we are. Now we got to take the whole thing down. So, but we'll be back.
So this has been our update video for our entire stable. The RX-7 is sorry that it couldn't be here tonight, but it had prior plans. Whatever.
It's on a date.
Prima donnas. What are you gonna do? But the channel's doing real good. Like, we're about to hit 3,000 subscribers. You guys have been buying t-shirts and buying stickers and buying hats. We've got those for sale. Let me see that hat. Boom.
The sides up.
Yeah, that's the hats that we have. All right. We get them in all kinds of colors. I went and ordered 2 hats for a couple guys today. It usually takes about a week for us to get a hat because they have to. Some of the hats they have to like order in. Then they do the embroidery on them. If you want, for a little extra, we can get your name put on the hat, even if you want that. But like right now, we're just doing that one logo. We're gonna put our t-shirt link down in the description. There's t-shirts, hoodies, kids shirts, girls shirts, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of colors. The hoodies are super great looking. You'll see us wearing them in the winter and in the fall. Hey,
We're gonna have some new designs coming out soon too.
Are we?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll have some new designs coming out.
Beau's been drawing some stuff, and I need to get it on some t-shirts.
I've been messing with some like cartooning of our 2 hard bodies, and so I'm gonna try to get that together. So we got both our hard bodies on one hoodie or one shirt or something with the Local Losers logo in between them. We'll see, but we've always got stickers. Like, if we don't post that we have stickers, that doesn't mean we don't have stickers. I can print up stickers anytime. We cut them in-house. We print them and cut them and laminate them in-house, and they're pretty good quality. Like, I like them. Let's see what we got over here. We've got this sticker, which people really like. This sticker's been on here for a few months. We design all of our stickers also. We got that Local Loser sticker over there, which we have one on this and one on Ronnie's STI. They're holding up real good. But that's basically it. I mean, that's the update for our vehicles, the update for the channel, the update for the merch that we sell, things like that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe to this video, comment, tell us we're assholes, whatever. We don't care. We love you guys. We're just glad you watched this video. So, we out.
Yeah.
Later.
See you guys.
Woo!